about Brooke.
Brooke think it's all about her. If it ain't, Brooke ain't getting
Her
it.
pregnant.
It is, Mom.
Her for that.
Okay, what's up, B Squad? It's Brooke from BROOKE-N-NEM, and we are back with another video. Today I decided to do something a little different. I want to share my experience, my story about when I lost my mama, because her 3-year anniversary is coming up this Friday, which is May 1st. So I just want to share my side of it. I did get permission from my brothers and my sister to talk about my mama, and I wanted to do this video not only to honor her memory, but because I know it's a lot of people that are losing their parents that are coming to us, telling us how strong we are. And so I just figured if I tell my side, my experience of losing my mama, that hopefully it can make somebody else stronger. And I know when I talk about it, it makes me feel better. So in April 2017, I was living in Florida with Bryson and our daughter, and I don't remember the exact times it was. So I just remember I was asleep on the couch because I was pregnant with Gator, and I got a phone call in the middle of the night. Maybe, I don't know. We was an hour ahead, so I'm gonna just say like 4 something in the morning or 3 something in the morning, and Florida's an hour ahead of Kansas. So my sister called me and she said, where is Bryson at? And I looked at the clock and I said, sleep. And then I hung up the phone. So then she called right back and she said, Brooke, let me talk to Bryson. And I said, I forgot exactly what I said, but I said, what is it? Like, I just yelled at her because I was tired. And by this time now I'm irritated because it's hard for me to get comfortable while I'm asleep anyway. So my sister screams and she says, it's Mama. And so as soon as she said, it's Mama, I didn't say nothing. I got up and I screamed and I ran in the room and I said, Bryson. So Bryson jumps out the bed. I give the phone to him and he's talking to my sister. And so I go outside or whatever, and it's dark outside. And so I'm just like pacing back and forth because I still didn't know what was going on. I didn't even bother to ask. I just could hear my sister's voice that it was, that something was wrong with my mom. So I did my makeup in this video because I took my time, and I said I wasn't gonna cry because I did my makeup. And we in this quarantine, so I want to look presentable too. But anyway, so then I come back in the house and Bryson just in there, and he just like looking like he don't know what to say to me either. So I called my best friend and I said, go to the hospital and be support for my sister since I'm not there. And her mama was actually my little brother's elementary school teacher, so I believe they went up there to be with my family and my sister and my brothers. So I'm going to leave some stuff out about how my other brothers and stuff found out because that's their story to tell. So my stepmom and my brothers and sister, they were on their way back to San Antonio from Kansas, and I called my daddy, and my daddy answered, and I started screaming, and I was like, I need you to buy me a plane ticket home. And he said, why? And I said, my mama. And so my daddy calls my stepmom. I believe she turned around to be with our family and to support my mom and everything. So I ended up calling my cousin because I didn't feel like my family was giving me the runaround, but I kept calling my sister, and I didn't want my sister to keep getting stressed out because she is stronger than all of us. She is the oldest, and so she holds it together a little easier than the rest of us do. So I didn't end up calling her. I stopped calling her and I called my cousin. And I was just like telling her, like, go to the hospital, like, you know, find out what's wrong with my mama and then just let me know. So she did. And at this time, I still didn't know exactly what was going on because my sister said that they were doing tests on my mama. And so my cousin goes to the hospital, and I call her, I'm like, hey, because I knew she was going to tell me the truth. And she was like, it's not looking good. And I'll just start crying. I was like, okay, you know, just let me know what's going on. And then they had one of my other aunties. I got a big family. So one of my aunties from my daddy's side, she called me, and they prayed. They were praying. Our pastor was praying for the family. I don't know if the doctor came in or what, but I heard my mama's sister crying, and she was saying, oh, like she was saying no, no, no. And my cousin on the phone, she was like, I said, what's going on? My cousin told me that my mom was brain dead. So I knew automatically what it was. And I said, I was still like in denial because I was shocked. Because I did my makeup, so hold on. Because my mama was a strong woman. So I knew like whatever it was that she could probably fight through it. So so my cousin was like, she's brain dead. And I was like, okay, you know, I was like, she's not coming back. So I like went outside to Bryson. Hold on, I need some tissue, hold on. Okay, all right, so I really do feel better when I talk about my story. So I remember throwing my phone. Bryson runs outside, and I was telling Bryson, I was like, she's gone, you know, and I kept saying, she's gone, she's gone. And I remember Bryson hugging me, and I just kept saying, Lord, just hug her tight, like, just wrap your arms around her. And that's all I remember. I kept saying over and over, was just like, just hug her tight, you know, keep her safe. Hold on, Gator's here. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, and so I was yelling, and I was like, you know, wrap your arms around her, you know, like just protect her. That's what I just kept saying. And I remember when Bryson hugged me, like, I'm not lying, I swear. When Bryson hugged me, it was like this breeze of wind, like, that just came around. And then the clouds opened. So I'm like, basically like, I know you lying. I know you did not just go to heaven. Now you're trying to smile down on me. And I'm over here sad and stuff. So my family, well, Bryson's mama, she was in Tallahassee. So she ended up coming down, and we just walked the dirt road. So she just talked to me and, you know, kept me calm. And so my family bought me a plane ticket to come back home. And so I flew from Tallahassee to Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, it was Atlanta. And so, like, my flight got delayed. My flight got delayed 2 times. And so my auntie called me. She was like, just get something to eat, you know, just stay calm, you know. And so I was like, all right. And which it probably was good that the flight got delayed, because I was like panicking, and I was just so anxious to get home to my sisters. I mean, my sister, my brothers. And so then I got home. No, yeah. So when I got home, my aunt picked me up from the airport. And I remember it was freezing. It was so cold when I got off that plane. So it's a big difference, clearly, coming from Florida to Kansas. But it was freezing. And so I remember going to the hospital, and then I walked by, you know, I gave my hugs to everybody and said hi to everybody. And I hugged my daddy, and my sister came by me I hugged my daddy. My sister came by me, and my sister said, no, it wasn't my sister, my daddy. My daddy looked at me, and he was like, you ready? And I said, yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, Amber's being strong, so I know that I can be strong. But everybody know I'm the crybaby out of the mama's Fab Four. So I'm the crybaby. And so I did. I tried to stay strong as long as I could. But when daddy was like, am I ready? I said, yeah, but I wasn't ready. So I was like crying and stuff. And we ended up going in the back room with mama. And my daddy's sister, who was also my mama's best friend, she was in there and she was holding my mama's hand. And I got real bad anxiety, so I start panicking again, start having an anxiety attack. And I remember crying, but before, like when I felt my anxiety attack coming on, I remember saying Amber, like I said my sister's name. And I remember reaching my hand out for her, but I don't know if it scared her or what, because then she wasn't in the room after that or whatever. So the doctors came in just to make sure that I was okay, which I was. My anxiety is just off the charts. But anyway, so I sat there, I sat there in the room. I just talked to her or whatever, and I just rubbed her hand, and she just looked so peaceful. So my mama died of a brain aneurysm. She died in her sleep, and so she was so strong though. Like when I tell you she was so strong-minded, she didn't want like nobody to worry about her, like ever. So I wasn't shocked that she didn't like try to go to the doctor, because the way I look at it, I feel like she wanted to go the way God wanted her to go. If he wanted her to go in her sleep this way, then that's God's will. And so I was like there through the whole process. Like my sister, like when it was time for us to leave her for the mortuary to come get her, I just remember feeling so bad for leaving her, because I didn't, like, I feel like I was doing her so wrong, but it was just, her body is just a shell. Like I knew her spirit, I knew her spirit was gone. It's, because she was gone. But it was my sister's decision. Like we trust my sister. It's 4 of us, 2 boys and 2 girls, and she the oldest, so we trust her decision. So my mama was born on March 26th. So we pulled the plug at 3:26 a.m. and then they called it at 3:43 a.m. And we stood around her. The whole family came in there and we prayed, as they were like taking everything off, whatever. And me and my brothers and my sister, we just held hands around my mama. And it just felt so good for us to, surround her or whatever. But anyway, so I was there when she got her hair done, and she looked beautiful. Like she was just so pretty, and her homegoing was amazing. Like it was so many people there. Like I knew she was loved, but the amount of love that people showed, like being inside the sanctuary, being in the lobby, being outside, it was just amazing. And we all got our own CDs of her homegoing, and I wrote a poem. I ain't gonna keep y'all long because I'm not going into detail about everything, but I wrote a poem. I'm gonna read it to y'all. And so my mama knew that I used to like to write poems, and usually when I write poems, like I can write poems for anybody, but she kept telling me don't stop writing my poems. Like she told me I need to start writing poems again. But this was like way before she had passed away. She always told me like, you need to start writing again. Like that's the only thing that's gonna make you feel better. But I couldn't write a poem. Like, it took me forever to like come up with the words like to write for her. So this poem I wrote it as if my mama was speaking to us. Okay. And so I titled it Reflections of Me. So when you feel the wind blowing, imagine it being my kiss. For these are the things that we all cherish and will always miss. When you hear my song playing, know that I'm dancing, except this time my two-step is being done in heaven. When times are hard and you can't pick up the phone, simply whisper my name, for you are not alone. When life seems rough to the point of you breaking down to cry, remember how I raised you and wipe your eyes. You were born my Fab Four, you were the apples of my eye, from the time I gave birth to you until I had to die. When I left my body, I heard sweet things and such, and I thank God I'm being remembered for love you big much. Amber, stop being so nice. Don't ever question your judgment or ever think twice. Always remember to smile, for this pain will only last a little while. Brooke, I will forever hold your hand as you walk with grace and with your silly sense of humor and beautiful face. Randall, be smart and stay true to who you are. Poppy, make mama proud and continue to shoot for the stars. Zaina and Jase, know that there is no greater love that I gave to you, and being your second mom was the best thing I could ever do. My baby Monty, your heart is strong and pure. Take care of my babies, Mia Moore. For God loves us all, and family is love. And when you're feeling like you can't go on, thank the man above. I'm smiling at you babies, although you can't see, but I love you big much for being a reflection of me. Love you big much, mama. So I wrote that for my mama. But I'm gonna wrap this up. I just wanted to do this video because I miss her so much. And because I know it can help somebody. So I did not mean to cry, but I can cry if I want to. But if you still got your mom, your dad, you know, cherish them with everything that you have. I'm lucky to still have my stepdad, my stepmom, and my daddy. And but you only get one mama, and so while you have her here, like, love her, cherish her, and respect her. Because now, since I don't have my mama, it's nothing more like I get frustrated when I see people disrespecting their mamas. Like, it's not funny to me at all. But anyway, that's all I wanted. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when Brooke-N-NEM posts another video. Shout out to Christina for my braids. Shout out to Beja for my nails. I ain't gonna show you on my toes. And shout out to me on this beat.